I'm going to continue on with the Autumn Series Pumpkin Ale reviews. Today, I'm actually going to be doing Blue Moon's Pumpkin Ale. And I know some of you are just like, Blue Moon? What the heck? Well, you know, I'm one of those beer geeks, beer aficionados, whatever you want to call me, that I don't have anything against Blue Moon. I think it's actually a not bad wheat ale. And I don't have any political grudges against them, so I'm not like that. I think it's actually kind of cool that a microbrewery like Coors is doing something like semi-micro kind of thing, but doing something outside of the norm. And another reason I think is great is because it opens the doors towards different styles of beer than just the typical American lager. So I think it's cool. And I've never had this before, their Harvest Pumpkin Ale. It's 5.7 ABV. I don't know if it'll be a step up from the Uinta, although I mean, I know I made it seem like it's not that great, but it had some flavor towards the end, but it was still watery. Anyways, let me go ahead and open it up and show you how it is. It is a twist top. It wouldn't be a Blue Moon if it wasn't. Alright, so let me go ahead and pour it in this thing here. Ooh, it's got a nice color to it actually. And you know, kind of to go off on my thing on Coors doing wheat ales, it's pretty cool they're doing a pumpkin ale too. Not many microbreweries do that. So yeah, it has a similar color to the Uinta. It's got a dark orange color. It's almost kind of rose-ish, kind of like one of those dark IPAs, double IPAs kind of color, you know, certain ones. It's got less than a finger's worth of head. It's dissipating right away. Pretty big bubbles, as maybe something you would expect from made by Coors. But let me go ahead and check the aroma on this. You know, it just, like I smell pumpkin just slightly, but it tastes more as if I'm kind of like smelling a fruity version of Blue Moon, the white ale. Again, because I'm getting some like apple kind of flavors, which is interesting. Yeah, I mean overall it's kind of like this moderate smelling beer. It's nothing that stands out, but it does sort of smell like pumpkin. So let me go ahead and give it a taste here. Come bite. Yeah, you know, it does have flavor. It has a tinge more of flavor than the Uinta, at least up front. But the end, it just tastes like Blue Moon, actually. I mean, it's weird because it's not cloudy, so it's not a Belgian wheat at all. It is just a pumpkin ale. But yeah, it kind of has this finish of like just like a typical beer, but nothing bad. Not like a grainy kind of thing. There's a moderate amount of carbonation, and just some of the fruity notes that I smell. I do start tasting it, especially as it's warming up. But yeah, just that ending kind of has that. If you've had Blue Moon before or any of their other these series, it does have that ending to it. Brewed with a touch of wheat for a smooth, light, spiced finish. Well, there you go. That's probably why it tastes like Blue Moon at the end. There's nutmeg in it. Yeah, there's some nutmeg. I mean, just like what you'd expect in a pumpkin ale. But you know, overall, it's a pretty flat kind of beer. Not flat as in carbonation, just flavor. The profile of the beer is pretty flat. So, you know, I give it one of those like B-, C+. I mean, shoot, yeah, maybe, I think it could even be in the B range. I don't think it's that bad at all. It's just, even if I were to get this from a microbrewery, I'd just be like, yeah. The Uinta doesn't have that wheat flavor in the after finish, in the finish, but you know, it's because it doesn't have wheat. So I think this is actually kind of in the same level as Uinta's pumpkin ale, and neither are bad. It's not like, oh, the Uinta's like the Blue Moon, or the Blue Moon's like Uinta, how dare. You know, it's good. It's what it is, you know, and I don't have a problem with any of Blue Moon's stuff actually, except their Abbey ale was kind of like weird and stanky, but I don't know, it might have been an old one. But then again, you'd be surprised, this is actually an old bottle. It's weird because they brewed this in February. It's like, why? Or maybe bottled in February. So this is actually an old one, and yet it still has some interesting flavors still in it. And so yeah. Anyways, those are my thoughts on Blue Moon's Harvest Pumpkin Ale. You know, if you just want an entry level simple pumpkin ale just to try it out. Has some interesting flavors. I think it's worth a try. So, you know, I do recommend getting it, especially at a party. You know, if you're at like some Thanksgiving, Halloween party, get a drink of this. It's fun. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next beer vlog. Kanpai!